Well, I decided a number of years ago I would try to brine a turkey.
Today I'm taking an action fully within my legal authority.
Why would I want to deprive him of that opportunity?
That was a festive occasion.
I know that some people think that I announce cabinet positions on fake Twitter accounts.
Anybody want to take a whack at that?
I will tell you, though, turkeys don't have the best looking head.
Put your right hand, guys, and repeat after me.
You guys locked up?
Now, I only cook my bird to about 160 max.
Your service has been distinguished, and we thank you for it.
You know, this didn't just happen overnight. Didn't just wake up and have this idea in my head.
After all that talk, we got nothing.
As the new Congress comes in, I will not be here.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Oh, excuse me.
I have a relative who happens to live in her district. His name happens to be Dwayne Johnson.
I was just a little kid when, a little big kid.
And if you haven't seen his latest movie, Hercules, I suggest to my colleagues that you should see the movie Hercules and see what Samoans are like.
No.
Is there a green light on that?
My goodness.
I recently had hip surgery, so I'm going to have to get up. I can't sit for extended periods of time.
Miss Beth, thank you very much. By the way, I'm a Texan. I can hit a moving target.
Why do you let him do this all the time?
Fast or slow, I've seen him scooch under finches and jump them both, and I can get you either way.
Well, you know, that's one of the unique things in life. You learn things all the time.
By the way, watch out when you go to Rules Committee. There's a guy up there that asks every dadgum time I'm up there.
Mr. Speaker, I'm from the Show Me State.
A rod car store.
His quotes are beautiful, and I could read them to you for a long time.
I'm joined this afternoon by Ronald Reagan.
It's always a pleasure to me to see former President Ronald Reagan.
They didn't call Ronald Reagan a tyrant.
And I earlier accused him of being from Texas. He's actually from Jacksonville, Florida.
Whiskey Tango Golf.
We wish he were a Texan.
This is a full-fledged constitutional crisis. This is a full-fledged constitutional crisis.
Senator Mike Johans is the original wedding crasher.
This is bad news.
Arlington, Virginia, today.
This is bad news.
Arlington, Virginia, today.
This is bad news.
Arlington, Virginia, today. Goes on, today, 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 today.
This is bad news.
Exclamation point.
This is probably the worst of all possible worlds.
I read that very, very long speech.
The Federal Duck Stamp Act. Duck stamp, duck stamp.
Duck stamps.
You know, you're never sure what's going to happen the next day around here.
Ducks, duck, 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 duck.
Nothing is ever done in the United States Congress until it's finally done.
In the meantime, the president has begun a bombing campaign of Syria. I don't recall this Congress ever authorizing a bombing campaign in Syria.
There was a vote recently in Moldova which rejected Putin and his nonsense, and I was happy to see it.
I'm sure that television viewing is important in Hungary.
I'm tired of the Iraqi government treating the United States people like we're cheap dates. That he had demurred. Is that a word? Demur.
Last August, October.
It is a word.
They were trying to explain to us the Senate rules, and I said, look, I'm never going to understand them.
Without objection.
I've been called anal and everything else around this House floor.
I want to correct the record, though, that I have 3 sons. That is my fault, and so the record will be corrected there.
If I don't correct that, I have a middle son who will be extremely upset with me.
Yes, sir. No, he was the one I was including. Pick the smallest one of the bunch, and that's the one, well, you get the point.
Boy, I did not want to do this.
I hope the speaker won't cut me off.
Okay, people say, boy, we love your Christmas card.
Well, the comfortable chair goes a long way. That will soon be replaced with the hot seat.
Oh, Chuck Todd. Let's see what Chuck has to say. A stranger. Barack Obama.
How is he already writing?
Thanks. Appreciate it.
He's so sad.
I want to speak on another subject at this point, but I'd like to take a drink of water.
Were you lying then, or are you lying now? Let the shoe fit on the shoe that wears that size.